our favorite potion. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love it till you never break apart. And we moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see?
Hey, potato. Yo, yo. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Muffins. Hey, Metas. Hey, IP. Oh, you were playing it last night? Nice.
Get off your seat, clap your hands to the beat, grab your champagne glass tonight. We toast to freedom in the Caribbean, yeah, in the Caribbean, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fixed soon.
Smoke, 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 fire it up, let our lanterns paint the night sky red. Paint the night sky red, yeah, yeah. We'll drink honey by the ocean, it's our favorite potion. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end.
Alrighty, so after lots of research yesterday, I have learned that global chatting is impossible on Roblox now. Not impossible, it's actually very possible. Really easy to do. It's impossible for it to be terms of service compliant. So what that means is we can't have text message based global chats. Which I'm pretty frustrated about because this is something that is actually just recently becoming a something that they essentially don't allow anymore. Making global chat. So we did have a global chat. The whole clan system worked globally, but that is no longer the case. It is not allowed by Roblox anymore, believe it or not. So, what I'm going to do, we're still going to have clan chat, where you will make requests similar to like Clash Royale. Like, you will request essentially parts to upgrade your bot. You'll be able to share replays, share like what server you're on, stuff like that. And then additionally, I'm gonna do like almost like a Rocket League quick chat. So you'll still be able to say predetermined lines essentially. Like good game, or thanks, or you're welcome, or nice job. And that would be allowed, but yeah. What a save. Emotes, potentially, yeah. Yeah, this is the only way that is going to be term of service compliance. So, yeah. TDRNG at 4K CCO? Is it actually? Why? Huh? Was that 5? Wait, why? Why? What is this graph? That's weird. Is that real? Or is it just bugging? Huh? It looks like the stats are bugged. That's bizarre, but okay. I guess it does seem like... Economy. I don't have any economy funnel or events set up. But that's weird. Why? Is it on today's picks or something? Did I miss a message? Usually they will tell you when it's on today's picks. No. Interesting. Yeah, Dungeon RNG is up to 3K as well. That is bizarre. But Pets Go is at 1.6. Dude, I don't know. I actually don't know. That almost seems like a bug. I don't know why it would go up so far. How's this game doing? Alright. Yeah, we got some people in here now. I'll just reiterate. That's how different RNG. Yeah, it was a lot more popular when I was actively updating it. Okay, just to reiterate, since a lot more people joined, is audio fine, by the way? Hey, Wispy. Okay, to reiterate, essentially, global chat systems are no longer term of service compliant with the new text chat service changes. Which means I cannot make my global chat that the clan service or that the clans have been using is not legal in the sense of Roblox. So I basically need to remove the functionality of being able to send global messages because it can't respect parental controls and blocked accounts, which really sucks. It also doesn't have the report functionality. Like, I understand why it's not allowed, but man, does it suck. So what I'm doing to basically remedy this, we're still going to have clan chat. In the clan chat, you will be able to request cards. I say cards because request cards like you do in Clash Royale. You would request parts for your bot, where it would essentially upgrade your bot, like fusing it. And the donator would get, you know, currency and XP for doing so, and the receiver would obviously get the parts. We'll also be able to share replays. This is a work in progress. You'll be able to share replays, share like the server you're in, so you can tell clan members to join your server, and then you'll be able to send essentially quick chats, which is like, you know, a Rocket League quick chat, predetermined text messages that abide by rules. Like doing this is fine. And I know it kind of sucks, but That's what we'll have. I hate this music. I thought I would try something new, but no. And all that for release. Yeah. There's no way to check if a player has another player blocked. That's weird. So it is extremely bizarre. You technically can check if another player is blocked by going through the core GUI on the client. On the server, there is no actual way. You'd have to send it from the client. But regardless of that, you still need to respect parental controls on an account, which there is no way to see what like your parental controls, your privacy settings are set for. So yeah. Luckily, doing this, it's very easy of a change. Instead of sending the actual text, what do you mean by parental controls? If let's say an account has their chat turned off, or they're only allowed to communicate with friends, or they're only allowed to communicate with people of certain ages. I don't actually know. I haven't looked at the parental controls, but that kind of stuff. But it is a really simple fix. Instead of them sending essentially the text that they want and then me filtering it, they just send essentially the index of the array, and then that is their chat. Yeah. Another big thing with chat specifically is that context matters a lot, and that's why everything has to go through essentially the main text channel, because without context, you can kind of skirt around the filter quite a bit, you know, by spelling out words and that kind of thing. So yesterday was pretty frustrating because I spent the entire day trying to figure out how to comply with terms of service, just to figure out that I can't. It's just not possible. How long will it take you to change from the current to the new one? Honestly, not long at all. How'd you find that out? Because I realized that I needed to use text chat service because I got a message, or I got a Discord message from Roblox about Defenders Depot 1 being switched over to text chat service, and the filter does include, yeah, exactly. Yeah, everything that's filtered now, except for one-off strings, needs to go through text chat service. Which, like, I understand why they do it. It's just there isn't that big of an API to make custom text messaging things. Alright. So you'll click this and essentially the options will pop up. I don't really know how I want to do it. So let's maybe next, there are, like, obviously workarounds to it, but those workarounds are breaking terms of service, and if caught would lead to your game getting taken down or your account getting terminated. So not really trying to do that. At the end of the day, like, it just is against the rules. Alright, let's export this. Yeah, beyond I am. Is the clan UI functional? Yeah. It's been functional for a while. Here's the clan UI. So if I wanted to promote Calvin, works here. We used to be able to actually send chats and stuff like that. You can go to people's profiles like so, even when they're not online. You can go to their clan, which is the clan that I was just in, through here. You can edit it here. Yeah, I use the free Figma. Yeah, Epics. It actually already does save. I agree, Split. Very annoying. What are you pivoting to? Essentially like a quick chat system where it's like predetermined strings. Which I know isn't awesome, but it is what we are gonna have to deal with. And I've made my peace with that. Yeah, everything is functioning, Summit. And thing is, like, it's fine because we still need the entire, like, back end of everything. It's just, I'm not allowing them to do custom chats anymore. They're just predetermined. It's more complicated than that, Doctor. Nah, next, it's not allowed. People are wrong in saying that. I spent all of yesterday looking into it. Yeah, Jamie, I probably will. Yeah, Epics, I know. There are plenty of games that don't follow terms of service currently, which is a little frustrating, but I'm gonna do things the correct way so that I can sleep at night knowing my game won't get taken down. Hello, Farks. It's AFK allowed in terms of service? Yeah. That's allowed. It's there isn't a big point in doing it anymore because only the first hour of playtime even matters now. So anti-AFK, and they're removing engagement-based payouts. So it's anti-AFKs don't matter as much anymore. Yeah, Nex, I've seen that. I know Pet Simulator does something when you try and leave for the first time. which is interesting to say the least. Pretty scummy, but whatever. And that guy. Your UI usable without scroll wheel? Like on touch? Yeah. Since recently, Callum, since like 2 or 3 weeks ago, with the new text chat service, I will post a link actually. So essentially, here are the new guidelines. Okay. Requirements. All experiences that offer in-experience text chat for users must integrate text chat service per yada yada yada. So they have to go through text chat service. All incoming text that originates from another user must first use text filtering. Yep, that's obvious. Communication between users must respect privacy settings. Okay. Text channel, send a sync. So it has to go through a text channel. This is for direct chats, which is irrelevant. The users can have different level of access to communication features based on their privacy and content maturity settings or parental controls. Additional restrictions or constraints depending on which app store they use, yada yada yada. So these can users chat. Okay. User ID from, user ID to. If these two users are not in the same server, this errors, which is really, really annoying. You'd think they'd use players to do this then, but no, it's user IDs. So you'd think you'd be able to do it outside of servers, but no. And the only place they even mention this is actually in this function. If the requested user ID is not the current server, this message will error, which is actually the case here. So I figured I'd be fine because it doesn't mention it here, but oh well. So yeah, essentially the whole make a remote proxy to do this. Well, it's not that simple though. Both players need to be in the same server. Yeah, DT2 still has it right, and that's probably not allowed, but oh well. But yeah, essentially the core issue comes from this not being global, which you can see is it's been messaged here on this thread when they forced everyone to migrate for months. There's no global chat support. We'll have to remove this. Yada yada yada. So Roblox makes an API for cross-server messaging. This is them sending a screenshot of their live chat not working anymore. Documentation is quite horrible. I agree. Yeah. So Yeah, doctor. Like it still is more than possible to make a text server or a text chat that goes to all servers or whatever server you want. That's not the issue. There's probably a billion different ways you could do it. The issue is that regardless of which way you do it, it's not possible to respect the terms of service, leading to either your game getting taken down or your account getting terminated / banned. Yeah. No, the filter works fine. Filter works fine. That's not the issue. The issue is not filtering. Not a way to access people's info from API. Not their privacy settings. Nope. And there's no server-based way to access blocked users as well. All right. Yeah, you data stores don't out of the box have session locking, which is what profile service provides, along with autosaving and a bunch of other goodies. You're still doing those 10 requests next. Profile service just handles it in an efficient manner, like behind the scenes. You're not the one actually making the sync calls. All right. Yeah, I also have a data service on my GitHub and on Wally that makes things even easier. Everything just works out of the box. I do plan on making a tutorial, like a YouTube video on that at some point. But the docs on my data service aren't that bad. Make documentation. I don't think the docs on it aren't that bad. Oh, actually, maybe they are. I think they are bad. Never mind. I don't even think I have any docs. Equal fun. Do I have any docs? No, I don't. Never mind. I lied. I don't have docs. My networker has docs though, right? I mean, not like official docs, but it at least has. I believe what was like the auto doc maker. Been trying to use both. I do actually like. I have all the comments set up for the docs. You need to run it through. Is it called Loon? I forget. Like I had literal doc pages set up once. Moonwave, yes, thank you. That's right. Yeah, I just need to run it through Moonwave to actually generate it. Because at one point I did have it set up on when I worked at my old company. We had like docs. I made docs for like all of the stuff, and then I quit that company, and then the company died. So okay. So this will be the upload button. This will be request. This will be chat. Allowed for the leader of the clan to make a clan announcement. I am not sure. Since you can't respond to the message, I would think it would be fine. Yeah. I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel, Troll Games. Okay. Honestly wasn't loving the way this icon looked, but let's just go with it. Actually, wait. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Hey, Baldi. What's up with the chat? I learned that global chat systems are essentially no longer terms of service compliant. So we are kind of pivoting a bit and essentially allowing to send only quick chats and not writing your own messages. But you'll still be able to share replays, request donations, request people to join your server, stuff like that. Yeah. Kind of disappointing, but it's alright. Yeah, X, that's what I'm doing. Like in, I have some written out already, but stuff like this. Next tier 1. We're done with all this crap. It's kind of taking a while. Dibble. Alright, do we need actual text at the bottom of these? Like that? Or is it obvious? What about clans 1v1s? Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential that we can still do with clans. Like I can't just put text on one of them though. I recommend the Roblox open source software OSS server. Okay, I like this way. I like the way this looks. Let's do the actual chat functionality first. So when we click this button, basically the options for chatting should pop up. I'm not entirely sure how I want that to look, because I don't want it to cover the actual chats here, obviously. Which makes things actually pretty tricky. Let me think. Thanks, Doctor. Subscribe to leave. I guess we could do like a side thing here. It would have a bunch of options. That could work. And you could just scroll down it. Like reuse this here. Obviously flip it. And okay, this is gonna scale horribly, but just see the vision. So you know, something like this. I was thinking that too, Metas. But then I'd only be able to show like one at a time, or like two maybe. You know what I mean? Essentially, Regal, yeah. There's no way to respect privacy settings in blocked users. Yeah. Just a bit frustrating. I think what I'm gonna do, let me first when you click this, I'm imagining the menu opening here with the different options that you could scroll through, and you could click one, and it wouldn't be covering any chats because this area is empty anyways. Make a list on the right and add emojis on the left. What do you mean? I've been thinking about this idea for years. It's heavily inspired by the mobile game Cats, obviously. but I've always wanted to make this game on Roblox. I thought it's like the coolest. I thought cats was like the coolest concept ever for a mobile game. Oh, you're saying like the list is always here, Muffin? And you could just quickly like click it? Okay, yeah. That's what I was doing. Yeah. Okay. Let me do. Essentially unusual, yeah. Okay. Let me grab the. Here's the context menu. Drop down frame. Let me actually just open up context menu. And I'm gonna reuse that image. Shared context menu. This. Where do you see the game going? I know you had success tower friends RNG. You see this at like 5k players or 50k? I think 50k. It's a lot more complicated than that, Squidfuls. Just filtering the strings is not enough anymore. Oh, I can't name this just chats. Quick chats. Okay, we're gonna have to mirror the image across the x-axis and then also change the slice scale to be no, wee boy. So one-off strings to like name a pet or name your booth is completely fine. That is like when you can just filter the text and be good. It's when it's players communicating back and forth is when everything now needs to go through text check service and have context behind it. But just one-off strings for like the clan name or the clan description or the booth name and please donate, or your pet's name, that is completely fine, and you can just do filter the string for broadcast or whatever it's called. But it's the act of actually communicating back and forth. So we need to flip this across the Y, and then also the slice scale needs to be changed so that it scales up, and this stays, because right now it scales down. So the slice scale will be like this instead now. And then if I make the size like that. Oh, I guess we need to change it so that the anchor point is 1 and position would be 1, like so. And then we'd probably do like 1.1, 1.2. There we go. And then we need to mirror the image. So I should have this up. Yeah, okay. And to mirror the image, we need to do image rect size and image rect offset. And I always forget how to do this. Give me a sec. Nav button, mirror stuff. How do I do it here? They mirror across the Y. So image rect size is the actual size of it. So the actual size of drop down menu is 104 by 142. So we do image rect size. Image rect size is, what did I say? (104 by 142). Okay, and then image rect offset would be that button. Oh, since we flipped the Y here, we need to make this. We need to make the X negative, and then 104 here, and that should flip. That should mirror it. This center is out of bounds. Huh? I don't think I've ever had that error before. Content, add options, 3, 1. Oh, does that not work? You can't use slice scale with image direct offset? Damn, okay. Are you in Devro? Like, am I a part of developer relations? No. Or do you mean like, do I have contacts there? So that mirrored it. Like, it mirrors it, but the, oh man, that's interesting. So slice scale... just doesn't work with image... Can you do negatives? No. Damn. Oh, what's another option? Instead of mirroring, we rotate it 180. Okay, and then... clans. Let me actually do this. Position or anchor point still gonna be 0. Let me just make this like 120. This should be 1.2. Okay, this is actually kind of what I was going for. Oh, but then the drop shadow's up top. God damn it. Damn. It's actually so annoying. Yeah, I just straight up have to. Damn it. I was trying to save an image, but I guess I can just mirror it. Like, that seems so pointless to have to do that, because slice doesn't work with, image direct offset. Never knew that. Oh well. Hello, Hef. So this would be mirror, drop down mirror, and the slice center will be incorrect now, but we can fix it. Content 3, 1. Oh, we're still rotated 180. Okay. Almost there. Clans, content 3, 1. This just needs to be on the other side. Like that. Okay, and then need to bring it down just a bit. That, we can bring it in just a little bit. Like that. What is a slice? Like in terms of slice, like the image slice? It's a type of scaling. So instead of just stretching everything, we only scale a specific portion of the image. So I'm able to like change basically the aspect ratio, and everything still looks pretty. It's just a scale type on it, on any image property. Hello, status. Hamashi. Oh. Hello. Oh my goodness. Holy huge raid. Jesus. What is happening right now? What's up, everyone? Damn. Thanks for the raid. Thank you, thank you. We are working on thanks, Waffle. We are working on my BattleBots Roblox game right now. It's a you essentially construct the bot by putting different different weapons, different wheels, different bodies, etc. And then you go and fight with them, like so. And essentially you unlock new weapons, new gadgets, etc., etc. Basically get better loot to then get new new things. So if I wanted to, like, I don't know, put a cannon here instead of that, and I wanted to put a lance here instead of that, put a lance here, and then I want to put a spring there instead of that. Kind of see how that works. Pretty cool. And we're currently working on the clan system. So this is like a global clan system that, I mean, I'm in like a solo mode, but I can still view other people's profiles, check out their bots, that kind of thing. You'd be able to battle / trade, edit the clan, stuff like that. And we're working on this right now, the actual chat system. Alright. So now we need to put the actual chat options here. So what should this look like? Like, should it just be like a... I have an idea. I think we'll do a button with size equals m2 from actually new. But you might be a bit big. We can do background. We're gonna actually use the background. Yeah, epics. Most of my viewers are on YouTube these days. Layout, orders I think that's all we need actually. And then I guess hover scale. Am I using Restream? No. I just downloaded some OBS plugin. Electronic global chats. I basically figured out that they aren't compliant with Roblox term service, and they will never be. unless Roblox adds basically global privacy checks across 2 users. So we can't allow custom chats basically, which sucks, but it's okay. We are pivoting to essentially allowing like quick chats, which I know isn't as exciting, but it's what we have to deal with. And we'll still have all the other functionality as well, like sharing replays, plan donations, and that kind of stuff. That's what it is, sharing. Like it is a clan chat, but it works like cross-server. Right, and then that all looks good to me. We have that and that. There we go. We can make the background color. I put that in the wrong spot. Oh, this obviously needs to be in a scrolling frame. Only doing UI work, true. And we don't actually need this to be automatic size. Only between friends? I honestly don't know. If they're cross-server, maybe not. Because you can be friends with someone, but you can still have chat turned off. But, like, if they're in the same server, it's not... If they're in the same server, it's not an issue. Because you can actually check the privacy settings. Which plugin? Oh, the OBS thing. It's multi RM something something. If you just look up like how to stream to multiple platforms using OBS, you'll find it. You just literally click this button. It'll say connecting. But you need to enable the setting. Inside of VS Code as well. There's a setting for the plugin. Still, wee boy, you still can't. Like the literal function to see if players can chat requires both players to be in the same server. Like you'd have to like teleport the player to the receiver's server, check to see if they like, but then it's like it's literally the text chat service, can players chat. Yes, yes, only works when players are inside the current server. Believe it or not. I spent all of yesterday. Yeah, exactly. That's the one, Squid Falls. Hey, Oddblur. Why the hell you need to do all that? It's the new rules that they put in place to make sure chat is safe, essentially. I agree, Co. If I could see what they're actually checking and implement it myself, it would be really nice, but no. I think they're worried that it's abusable, which it probably is, like getting people banned by making them fake say things. Yeah, I agree, Squid Falls. It is messed up. It's really dumb, but my workaround is to do this. Essentially, quick chats instead of custom chats. Also, there's no way to report the custom chats as well. Literally like Among Us quick chat. I don't know, actually. I don't think I've played Among Us more than like once. I based it off of like Clash Royale and Rocket Leagues. The clans folder in VS Code. Do I have a folder named clans? Oh, this? That's part of my UI. Over here. It'd be UI, features, clans, whatever's here. What was our show? Alright, cool. So we will do that. Let me make it so that these are like slightly like that. Copilot's image generation. I didn't know Copilot had image gen. Nice, wee boy. Let's turn off auto button color. Much more efficient. I have like the premium ChatGPT, so I don't think I have restrictions. I've never ran into restrictions before, so I don't know. How do you stay consistent in your work? I'm addicted. Why didn't your global chat work? It works. It works perfectly fine, actually. It just doesn't follow terms of service. Global chats cannot follow terms of service any longer with the new text chat terms of service changes. Because there's no way to tell if two users are allowed to chat with privacy settings if they're not in the same server. Yeah, you definitely will. They'll auto migrate you. They auto migrated one of my other games already. Dude, all the terms of service? No. They just like they made a big deal about it. Like they've been talking about the migrating for ever. Not forever. For like a year. Yeah, Ko. If you have the old, if you get around the text chat service, the new one, then they'll take down your game. But they're auto migrating games. Like you won't even be able to use the legacy chat system. Yeah. You're on upgrade tree? I made an upgrade tree for my previous games, and I actually really liked doing it. It was a lot of fun. I like upgrade trees. They're cool. Yeah, Ko, there is a lot. I was reading through a lot of them yesterday where there's so many complaints about the new text chat service that they're forcing everyone to use. It's pretty crazy. And then the API surrounding it is just awful, dude. Like, genuinely terrible. It's so lackluster, and it's genuinely really, like, convoluted and confusing. It's just, like, all over the place. Yeah, yeah, they can force you to say stuff, which is pretty insane. It's dumb, Ko. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't know who benefits from that. I'm sure there's some reason that they're doing it, but... Bruh. I just got a text from my mom saying I got jury summons. What the hell? I've never had that before. That's actually crazy. Hopefully I can get out of that. I don't got time for that. Damn. Yeah, Mad Moose. They essentially are against TOS now. Yeah, tremendous. I just got a text from my mom saying that they received mail that I am potentially being summoned for jury duty. That would suck. You still do like clan chats though? Not really, Mad Moose. Basically, cross-server messaging just isn't possible with the new terms of service in the current API. But I have a workaround, which is essentially these like quick chat things. Global announces are fine. It's the communication between players that's not. Like, if you're sending messages back and forth between players, basically you need to check if they have the ability to do that. Like they need to you need to check if they have the ability to send messages to the player, and the yeah, it's new. It's the new text chat service, and the new, what's it called? Basically the function call that is can users communicate async or whatever the hell only works if both users are in the same lobby or in the same server. If they're not in the same server, then it doesn't work. So lovely. It's if you look up the here, I'll send it. Here is the migration update, and here is the new guidelines. In the guidelines, you can see we need to respect privacy settings. Can users chat async? This function only works if the users are in the same server, which is hilarious because it takes user ID, so you'd think it wouldn't matter. Hey, Lua. But just one-off messages, like clan name or clan bulletin, that you're not, like that, there is no like responses to the messages. Those are fine. You just need to make sure that they're filtered. Okay, so when can you get the player's friend's user ID? Yeah, but how is that relevant? So is there a way to detect whether they have permission to chat? Only if they're in the same server. Like the user IDs that you're checking, both must be in the same server. actually hilariously dumb. Yep, I agree. And you can see in that thread, the dev forum thread I sent, there's many complaints about it. Okay. When we activate a button, activated. Plan thunk and message I. You can see, let's say there's a 1 second cooldown. But use. I don't care. We can just do. We can do damping equals 1. Our goal is 0. Hey, select. What are you doing? We are working on the updated clan chats, basically. That's basically custom global clan chats or cross-server chats are not allowed under the new terms of service. They don't follow the rules, unfortunately. When did that new term of service come out? Very recently, actually, in the last couple of weeks. It has to do with the migration to the new text chat service. Yeah, to the global chat. Not in any way that is abiding by the terms of service or custom chats. I can do this, which is what I'm doing, which is like quick chats. But also, it looks like it's working. What about popular games that made it, like Meme City or Islands? By everything that I have seen and read and heard, that will no longer be allowed. Can't just filter the messages. It's more complicated than that now. You need to respect privacy setting and parental settings. Reckon it's just Roblox trying to save themselves from lawsuits. I agree. It's almost definitely that. literally does clan chat. I don't know. It's a new terms of service with the new text chat. So no, that is what I mean. But how new? It is being migrated now. Basically, text chat service migration. I mean, you can just search global in here, and you'll see. We basically have to get rid of global chat systems to abide by the new terms of service, and no global chat support with the new text chat service. Removed because this. You can see an example. Doesn't support global live chat. Yeah, you basically can't abide by the till put some 99 changes there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We will see if they actually enforce it or not, but for now I'm gonna just play by the rules, I guess. It is unfortunate. Okay. And then I want to do thanks, Victor. I'd just rather not risk it, Fiverr. We'll still have like the clan chat that has like replays, donations, sharing, like your servers, you can join people, stuff like that. You just won't be able to send custom chats, essentially. How should I do this? No, I wouldn't get sued. Probably just banned, but I don't really want to lose my livelihood. Okay, wait. I think I thought of a better way to do this. Yeah. I'm gonna basically make a cover. What did I name this? It's like regression or percent number sequence. Okay. We need to do 1 minus this. Okay, not quite. I think it was the other way around. Alright. And then Joe. Why the pivot from global chat? So with the new text chat service, terms of service, basically cross-server messaging can't respect privacy settings, so it doesn't follow terms of service. So basically, custom chats cross-server just can't, with the current setup, just aren't allowed if it's like a basically back and forth chatting. Should this disappear after you click it? Should it stay open? I feel like maybe we should close that. Most games make it disappear. Okay. That's activated. Where did that work? Oh, because we're airing before then. Okay, that would work under normal circumstances. It's just that we don't have the server in here. Okay, I lied. Why doesn't that work? No fetch. Activated. Quick chats, props. What? See, it does work. Oh, I see why. This yields. Yeah, this yields. Okay. I'll just that. Okay. Good. We need to send a message. It'll be the chat ID actually. Now that should work. Wow. Whoops. Aha. Sorry. Nice. Okay, cool. Well played. Wow. Oh, okay. I mean, it works. Whatever. But like here, like this, like our clan name and our clan description, you'll notice this is still cross-server global chat, right? But the difference here is that players aren't responding to this chat. They're not communicating back and forth with this chat. In this scenarios, simply just using filter string, whatever, is enough. But because people can respond and message back and forth, that's when basically you need to use the text chat service and essentially provide context. Toxic chats. Yeah, Fiverr, exactly. The way to do that is to put everything through text chat service. But yeah. How do we join the tester clan? Just search beta testers if you have testing access. Can't you do that? You can, but to allow people to see. It's just like you can send things through text chat service, but you can't have their privacy settings to see if you should receive the message or not cross server. It's like so bizarre. If there will be trading, then what's the purpose of the request? So the requests are similar to like Clash Royale requests, where it's like essentially what requests will be is you request this part, and people will be able to give that same part, like this for example, and it would be like they are dragging and dropping and fusing the part for free, because normally fusing costs money. So they're fusing the part for free, and they will get currency and XP for it. So it like benefits both parties. Make a dumb forum post about that or something. There are so many, and Roblox hasn't responded to any of them. So I'm assuming there's probably a big limitation on their part. Okay. Morse code, that's crazy. So the request system is going to be pretty players react to other players' messages. I thought about that. The whole request system is actually going to be pretty complicated. Request is basically it's extremely similar to Clash Royale requests, if you ever played that. Basically, people will give you their parts to help your part. Like, they'll fuse their parts for yours to upgrade them. That's what I was kind of just explaining. So it would essentially be like this, except it would be free for them to do it. And they would actually get scrap for helping you, and they would get currency for helping you. Or they would get XP for helping you too. So it's like a win-win. It's just to like promote social clan behavior. Okay, well, quick chats work now. Share would be share replays, share what server you're in so people can join you, that kind of stuff. You're tremendous. Inventory, service client with an init. We create a networker, whatever functions we want. This is just where we return it, the type. We can define it here. Server, very similar setup. Inventory server, init. This is the client access. What functions the client's able to call. Again, server functionality. And again, defining the type. Client access means it can call self.views, so we have some players automatically the first their module strips. Can you receive a network signal from the server? What do you mean? It is that easy, Co. Remote event to client. That's just all done using networkers. Which this one doesn't. If I go to server, do we use networkers anywhere? No. All of these are like client requesting from server. Do networkers serialize data? No. This is not meant for like, it's not meant to reduce data. It's just meant to like do all networking through code. So should I use your networking modules? I mean, that's up to you, but I like it. It's just one way to easily send and receive stuff. Should have used blinkers app for that. I mean, I don't really think it's necessary. My network received is tiny. Yeah, nothing is replicated during the fights because everything is deterministic. Like we literally don't go above 2 kilobytes per second. Which is pretty funny. I think there are very few scenarios where you even need to serialize data for across the network. Which may be a hot take, but and I've actually done like serialization across for my tower defense game. Glasses, they're just blue light glasses. Exactly, DD. I've used them before. I've even created serialization like libraries before. It's just not needed for most use cases. Is the game coming along? It is getting there. That's weird. Ah, no energy. It's good to hear, DD. Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. I've created, like, serialization networking libraries before for my own use cases before. And they definitely do help. But, like, I was quite literally sending an absurd amount of data constantly. Because it was for tower defense, and every single shot of every single turret, every single time enemy was spawned, every single time enemies speed changed, it would send a new, what's it called, a new remote event. It wouldn't create one, you know what I mean. It would send some packet, and I was able to serialize everything, and it made actually a pretty sizable difference. It was for, let me see if I can, I'm just gonna pull up a random clip. Like in this game, every time like damage was taken, there was slows and stuff too. I don't think I have anything that slows here. There's burns, stuff like that. And I made my own serialization for this, but I would say that was like very extreme, and it definitely makes things difficult, or it makes things, it adds a layer, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah. When I was doing it, I still had, I'm trying to find like one specific clip. When I was doing it, I still had the, what's it called? Buffers, thank you. Yeah, buffers didn't exist when I was doing it, so I had to do everything in string pack, like pack strings together, and that was so much fun. Not. Yes, Ward. That's actually something that's already technically possible. It's just not in use yet. You go to build, there's right here. There's technically already 5 loadouts. I just haven't actually implemented them on the front end yet. I'm trying to find like one specific example. Oh, I found it. Okay, here. So Burns had the highest networking, because they would constantly, you know, be sending more packets because things were burning. So I peaked around, this was my stress test, 17 kilobytes per second. This was a tower defense game that each player had a base. Dude, like, there was like 4 to 6 tower defense games going on at any given time. Okay, so that peaked at about 17 kilobytes per second. And then after I enabled my batching, or my serialization plus batching, it got it down, I think, peak at like 5. So it clearly does work, and I don't think I don't think you should implement it unless it's actually needed, is what I'm trying to say. Because there definitely is an overhead to all that. Did you code RNG without Roho? No, Tower Defense RNG was fully done in using VS Code, Roho, all that. Defender's Depot was not. I wish your networker module was on Wally. It is on Wally. Look up networker. I think I've only refactored one major system so far, and that's the whole building system. I just completely refactored a while ago, a couple weeks ago. That was the and that honestly did take quite a while to refactor, but that was literally the first system I made on the game, and I didn't know like where things were even heading, so I didn't even know like what was needed. You know, typical BS. I did end up refactoring that. That was the only thing that I can actually remember having to. Okay. So this works. Quick chats are here. Request. What does this look like? Like in my head, you click request, you select what item you want to be upgraded. That similar even gave up on clan chats. Just put it aside and continue. What? My fusion code wasn't very good or organized in Tower Defense RNG. And it's using Fusion Point 2, so I don't know how useful it'd be. So when I click requests, does your whole inventory need to pop up? Like you need to select an item. Before you're enlightened. Funny. Let's look at actually what Clash Royale's question. Basically, something like this is what I'm going for. You click request, something like this pops up, and you're able to donate. Should they choose a specific part or just a specific part type? What I mean by that is, like, do they choose this specific body or the hound body type? I guess, how would that work though? Because I was thinking it would just be like, I select this body that I want people to donate for, and then they would donate their other similar bodies. They would have to be the scrapper. Click request. Maybe we actually just cover this. That would actually be perfect. Cover this exactly. Yeah, that would work. Interview looks and shit is crazy work. Any RDC goers in chat? I'm excited. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is cover this, and then it will display your inventory. I think that would look really good. Nice flash. Oh, rip aspect. It's always like... It's always so much fun. I love RDC. How'll it work if they donate the same type of body but one tier above? So it won't be gated by how good the donator's like thing is that they're donating. As long as it's the same like type, it will essentially do the same amount regardless of how good it is. If that makes sense. So it's not like you're getting like a super boost from a donation. Even if it's worse, yes. So a noob could donate their crap body to a really good player, and it would do the same. And that might sound counterintuitive, but donation, like the whole request thing is, it's time gated. You can only request, like I'm literally gonna follow the Clash Royale request system almost to a T. You can only request, what, 3 times a day, and you can only get a specific amount from those requests. They're gonna add trading, yes. It'll be trading, but you can only trade for things that like you could already get by playing. Like you can't trade and get something absurdly high level. I've been wanting to add trading for a long time. Like just do a trading system, because I think it's cool. I don't know, tremendous. I haven't thought about monetization one bit. That will come later. Yeah, Fiverr. I will spend a long time on it. You can request bot parts, we'll be able to upgrade them. Yes. And when you request bot parts, like you're not actually requesting, you're not actually going to be getting those parts that you request. It would level up the part, if that makes sense. Like you're not actually trading the part to someone. You're simply leveling up their part, and you're sacrificing a similar part. It's more of a passion project, it seems. Yeah. I mean, I feel like most of my games are, or I guess pretty much every game I've worked on is passion, but I still am very much, you know, this is my job, and I care about money, so that also matters a lot to me. But I would say there's a lot of passion that's gone into this game. Here's with any resources that are good. I mean, what you're doing right now is definitely good. Watching games for mobile games. Mobile game monetization is obviously very good. Like I remember Clash Royale is something you should check out their shop and see how things are set up. The psychological, what am I trying to say? the psychological element behind how even the tabs are set up, where things are placed, is something you should take note of. Hey, yo, Derp Raid. What's up, guys? Damn, what the hell? Derp at 174 viewers? Huh? Hate raid? No. What's up? Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is, for those who are unaware, T1 hater. This is my game Crashbots, inspired by the mobile game Cats. You essentially create a bot by building some parts, and then you fight with the bot in like a physics-based battler, basically. Do something like this, and it can put gadgets on it as well, like this, I don't know, and then go ahead and battle. Looks like I'm gonna lose this actually. So I lost, but so I lost my streak, and basically get parts, level stuff up, like so. Play in the actual like Clash tournaments. There's clans as well that I'm working on right now. So, like in this clan, I'm in a solo in studio, and I can still view people's bots and interact with them, see what they have, and you know, hi chat. Save that. We can put an icon here. I don't know any. Let me get an icon. Small green button. Sure. That's gonna be our clan. There's like promoting and stuff. So they were promoted, and all this works globally too. It's pretty cool. We just made this like quick chat thing. You have a game link. It is in development. Derp said he wants to take a nap. Wants you to take a nap with him. Nice. Yeah. That is essentially what we have right now. Your bot follows you in the battle. When are you releasing the game? Soon-ish. We're getting there. We are getting there. Are you hiring? No. This is a completely solo project. So all the code, all the UI, all the models, all the animations, all everything. Yeah, I heard Derp's game is popping off. That's pretty cool. Congrats for him. It's like you created it. There's a couple people in the clan that have been absolutely grinding like metas. Oh, what? He changed his bot. Bruh, I was just gonna show off his bot. He's over 2,000 wins. There's no game link at all. No. I mean, I could send the link to the private game, I suppose. Yeah, will do. Oh, Metas is here. What? Why is your bot terrible? 2K wins on the test server. I know. How does one earn loot? So by battling, you basically increase your streak, and the higher your streak, the better your loot is. Oh, okay, I lost. My bot kind of is trash. But whenever you lose your streak, or you can just end your streak whenever, you then would open the crate and get the things. Still the too big. Too big's offers are trash. But yeah, so we are working on the whole request functionality right now. I'm gonna do something similar to Clash Royale, where essentially you can put one of your pieces up there, and people are able to essentially upgrade it for you. When you did Tower Defense RNG, did you get any actual alright offers? Not like $500 for 25%. I had a couple, like, you know, 6-figure offers, but they were still not anything like that I was willing to accept. There was one that I was like interested in, but it didn't end up going through. Basically, like, their offer was pretty solid, like above 300k, and I would still retain a like some percent. I think it was like 15% or something like that, and I was very much considering that, but then the next day they dropped their offer down like considerably, and I was like, okay, I'm just done with this. Yeah, for Tower Defense RNG. You get the thing to work? Well, we pivoted, so it's quick chats now. What are your thoughts on Game Passes? Most mobile games don't have permanent products like that, and ground monetization seems to be good, and they also have 0 permanent passes. Honestly, that's something I've never even thought about, which is kind of interesting. Like, to take the correlation between mobile game 0 game passes, obviously, and Roblox. That's interesting. Maybe something to explore deeper. Why did TDRNG spike today? Dude, I have no idea, actually. I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened in Tower Defense RNG today. It, for some reason, just like 5x CCU'd out of nowhere. Look at this graph. Like, what? Oh, you can't see. Bruh. show monetization. Okay. I mean, I don't care. This game used to make way more. I haven't updated this game in months. Like, literally months. Our engagement-based payouts these days. Barely anything. I'm curious how the new engagement payouts will be. It's all those pay-to-winners. What do you want? It's all the pay-to-winners. They're buying the... Bruh. Back when I was updating the game. Oh. Leaked. Yeah, that was just dev products. When was the last time you updated Hardphones RNG? Months ago. Like, pretty much when I started working on this game, I just completely dropped Hardphones RNG. Total DevX 380. That's not including any engagement-based payouts either. And this is why I don't have this is why I don't have donations turned on stream. DevX most of your earnings. Yeah, DevX everything. Make a series development from zero? What do you mean from zero? Tower Defense RNG took, what was it, Mattis? 2 months? To make 2 plus maybe a week or 2. Tower Defense RNG was hella easy because we already had all the models. Because the models were just remade from they weren't remade, they were taken from my previous game. I hope so, Illusions. I got big hopes for it. New account, 7-day deadline. YouTube, like making a game in 7 days, or what do you mean? No, I haven't fixed any bugs yet. I'm not focused on bugs right now. Any tips for tax evasion? Get a good whatever it's called. Can't even think. Accountant? How to simulate a remote function with your network module? Use the keyword fetch instead of fire. Fetch is a remote function. Was the highest ever CCU on Tower Defense RNG? It honestly wasn't even that amazing. It peaked at 12 or 13k. It's just the monetization was amazing. $13, $14. The Gorgon made like 100 million. Yeah, we did the math one stream. They're making what, 30 to 40 million a month? Is what we concluded. Did any of the DD games make more than Tower Defense RNG? Maybe DD1. USD, awesome. DD1 has 100 million plays, so it's but DD1's monetization wasn't as good. Tower Defense RNG's monetization was exceptional. You made more Robux than the game's visits. Yeah, because Tower Defense RNG's monetization was, like I said, just amazing. It was averaging like 10 ARPDAU when I was consistently updating it. What's the request in chat? It'll be like requesting cards like in Clash Royale. Like this. Try the game and don't see an option to spend Robux. It's not like pop-ups in your face. Not at all, actually. It doesn't have any pop-ups as far as I'm aware. Or it asks you to like the game and join the clan or join the group. That's the only pop-up, I guess. You aren't you at 12.4. Yeah. How are you getting Unity assets to Studio? It is really easy. You just go to the project file in Unity and the OBJs are there. Or the are they OBJs? I just did it for some of these models. Because these models, some of these, like this table, the blueprints, this cone, these are from a low poly pack that's made for Unity. And you can literally just go into the files. FBX. Yeah, I think that's right. There's another way. I would just, because I've done it twice now, and I had to look it up both times, but I don't think this game will be that like I think this game will do good, but I don't think it'll be like absurdly good. Like this isn't the type of game that would make anything close to record-breaking numbers. It's like this is not broad enough of gameplay and like visuals to pull in to like entice a super broad audience. Yeah, definitely not average over 50K. I agree. Yeah, smart boy. I think that's very realistic, smart boy. Like Grow a Garden is really good in the sense that it's extremely broad. Anyone can like any age. I mean, you guys can maybe debate that. Any age, any gender, any whatever can enjoy Grow a Garden. Depends on a Roblox sets push game. I think that's a bad take. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think there is very little luck in terms of success on Roblox. Yeah, I would just say sponsors, Derpy. Who will be doing game icon and thumbnail? I'll just commission someone out. Probably Existency. I've used him before. Not used him. I've commissioned him before, and I like his work. Some amazing UIs in Figma. Good job. Thanks. Nice seeing a video of you deving them. I have a few videos in my devlog series where I actually have like sped up versions of me doing stuff in Figma. You think Pet Sim made more than Grow a Garden? That's a terrible take, I'm sorry. I disagree with that so much. I'm just curious what this will look like. I'm gonna export this, and we're gonna vamp this, revamp this. I just want to see what this looks like. Any psychological behind it? I mean, it's far enough away from 50 that it doesn't seem like 50. Obviously, the ending in a 9 is, I'm sure everyone's aware, the psychological power of that. I think it's just a cheap price. 29 seems too cheap. How'd you get into Roblox developing? It was just did it for fun. And now it's now it's my life. Okay, let's just see what this looks like. I don't know if this will actually turn out how I want it to be, but do we have any of these open? Chat. What the? Not meant to do that. 716, 323. I guess we want it to be the same as this, though. Yeah. And then this needs to be that. And I doubt that this is quite right. GUI. You plan on adding doctor to packages? Yeah, I do. Share will be for sharing replays and sharing like what server you're in so people can join you. And whatever else I come up with. Yeah, X it does. What they do. Oh. Atom is what each value in charm is. Charm is my state manager. Atom is just like a singular value, essentially. And it's part of the state management called charm. Is charm easy to learn? I think so. I think it's way easier than something like Rodux or Reflex. Make a new action here. So. Bindable methods? Are you talking like remote functions? Server to server and client client. No, networkers are not for that. Yeah, that I use Signal for that. Replays are stored just by having the initial state illusions. And then it replays the exact fight given the same conditions. Put it front lines to their replay system? I have no idea. If I had to guess, it was tracking their actual positions. And then just replaying it based off of those inputs. So you easily check the clan members' data. How do you fetch their data so fast? Profile servers, 2. It's a combination of having local caches, using memory store hash maps as caches, and just a plain old order data store. So when I check Baldy Dev's profile, you'll notice the first time I check it, it's going to take longer to load because it's not cached. Okay? But then when I go and check his profile a second time, you can see it's almost instant. So I go to strikes. There you can see the loading, but then when I check it this time, it's cached. Similar thing here. So it takes advantage of basically caching, and I created a module called a cache store, which kind of takes care of everything for me. How long does it stay cached for? 5 minutes on the memory store hash map, and 2.5 minutes on the actual just local value inside of the dictionary. Okay. I think when we click request, let's change this button to be an X, and this would like cancel the request. And then let's hide these. I think that would probably look good. So, does the cache store update when data changes, or does it just store the data table without being edited? So when you update a value on your client or on your specific server, when that server like updates the value, like let's say you change your bot or something, it's listening to those change things, those change signals, and updating the store on that server. The cache on other servers would then be out of date, and I've been toying with the idea of using messaging service to then listen if you're in that server and you essentially have that stuff cached. It could essentially re-grab it, but just now for the time being, it would have essentially an old cache, and it would then, when that cache is ran out, it would update. We'll just send too many messaging service requests. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. I was, like I said, I was toying with the idea of potentially doing something like that, but I think custom proxy server gets the job done. I want to keep everything on Roblox. Does the game use HTTP service at all to generate GUI ID or the whatever it's called? General unique IDs. Or global, not general. Globally. Is this game a solo project? Yes. Everything is completely solo. Universal, thank you. Use replica at all, or how do you handle client replication? I have my own networking library, and then also to replicate data, everything is handled internally through my data service. Started working on game when? About 2.5 months ago? 2 and a couple weeks ago? Oh, whoops. Put that on the wrong thing. Oh. Okay. do you get account age without HTTP service? I don't get account age anywhere. In the clan profile preview, that's when they have joined this game specifically, not their account age. So like I can see this person's first played this game, they joined Crashbots on July 18th. I'm thinking about adding like a last scene as well. Thanks, humorous. Is it released? No. Blue dots and green dots, NFA or in game. I was thinking of adding like last scene, like I said, then I don't know if it's possible or not to do like a last scene is against terms of service. Oh. Maybe not then. I'll have to look into that. I was thinking of adding like a nudge feature. Obviously, you'd have to like enable notifications. I don't know if that's even possible or not. Last scenes against terms of... Okay, well that's good to know. The enemies aren't humanoids, Weebway. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Squidfalls. What are the enemies? They're just rigged like parts. Like they're just not humanoids. They're no different than like a just something with an animation. Last scene in game shouldn't be against. Yeah. You use tweener, use pathfinding? No. I manually set the C frame, each frame. I set the C frame of the root part. No tweens, no pathfinding. Custom physics, not in Tower Defense RNG, no. How do you play animations when humanoid doesn't exist? An animation controller. Do I have just like a basic X icon? X. I worry that that is the literal X. Yeah, I do use AI. I have like Copilot and stuff like that. I think it is useful sometimes, but I would never tell it to like write a script for me, just because you need infinite context. Just not there, in my opinion. But that may make some people mad. Yeah, logics. Like, it's definitely useful. Don't get me wrong. Like, I use AI every day. Definitely useful. I could have just done... I hate that icon now. So that's fine. Awesome sauce. Make sure you have the setting turned on, enabled in your Lua language server. You have to enable the plugin. Yep. Yeah. Yay. Do you like it? Let's battle. No problem. Wow. Ha ha. Sorry. No problem. Yeah, it's not picking up anything you're saying.
Oh, I need to like speak close the whole time.
Well played. Ah.
Yay! I get to narrate. I'm so excited. Okay, what are you doing next? Hiding a girl in his basement? That's so unlike him. Guys, I'm hidden away. I am taking over. Okay, so we're going to check out our clans. We next need to build the request system. How does a Roblox developer pull a girl? Well, he pulled me before he was a major Roblox developer. So that's probably why. And then he became major. This guy is the 0.0001%. Okay, but when he pulled me, he was like the 78%. Because he had games on Roblox at the time. They just weren't very good. She's the actual person making the games. No, literally, I'm the person behind the keyboard. Tell Leaf to donate me. You gotta donate Awesome Sauce 100k Robux. Sorry, I said it wrong. She knows how to click? Ain't no way. Was it 5 years ago? Yes, it literally was. Over 5 years ago. Okay, wait. Where are we going now? We're gonna go play clan. A clan. Join the clan chat. There are just some skills you can't master. Oh, how to riz? Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't teach. It just comes naturally to me. Who are you? Player 2 or player 1? Oh, you're beating. Oh, no, you aren't. I'm sorry. Can I make one? How'd you believe? I don't know. Honestly. I want this one. Oh, you do have a lot. He has embarrassment from me? Yeah, why is he embarrassed by me? I'm offended. Wait. We'll do that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at my options. This could do something. Is this the right direction? Or should I do it the other way?
What is that gonna
I don't know what it does. You have too many things. We'll do that. Why am I getting a phone call? Sorry, I have to take this.
Okay. I'll finish her bot. There already are category buttons. Limitless. Right here. I just have an absurd amount of items right now. That's my fiance. Testing going well. Yeah. I spent a long time on the tutorial actually. Engaged, yes. Thanks, Target. In Brookhaven? That's crazy. Oh god. How long have you known each other for? Probably like 6 years. Alright, I do have to end the stream here though. We have some plans in 20 minutes that we have to go to, so. Where did you meet? We met in Vex Robotics. In Roblox? No, in robotics. You're doing Vex Robotics next year? Hell yeah. I loved Vex. Alright. She's in here, nice. Yeah, she's getting her PhD in aerospace engineering. So, I would say so. Alrighty. We are gonna end the stream because I have plans. It's been real. Appreciate everyone hanging with me. And pay respects to the old chat. We get quick chats from now on. Alrighty. Bye, everyone.